All right, so let's talk about your fund. So we are talking about your ATRAM Alpha Opportunity Fund, a fund that we really like. I want to personally invest in that fund.
Yeah.
So it's a small cap fund, right?
A small cap, mid cap.
Small cap,
Yeah,
mid cap.
yeah.
fund. Okay ba mga small caps lately?
To distinguish muna between traditional small cap
Okay.
and penny stocks. Diba?
So hindi kayo nagbabasura, in short?
Hindi. ATRAM at least is very into fundamental research. You always go to the companies. That's what we always say.
Yeah.
And this is very true.
Yeah.
Every week we go to some company to learn about their businesses, to learn about sectors. We also we talk to like regulators, competitors,
Yes.
and industry leaders, diba?
Okay.
So that's what we do. So we look at the company itself to look for businesses that are very good. When you invest in the stock market, you really participate in the country's growth prospects, diba?
That's right.
So for example, GDP natin 6% to 7%. In general, yung mga companies doon, mas mataas ang GDP. So if you want to participate in that, gusto kong, bullish ako sa Philippines, gusto kong kumita rin along with the Philippines because I believe in the Philippines. Punta ka sa stocks, right?
Yes.
At the same time, if you want faster growth, you would go to the smaller companies. More nimble, at the same time, new markets,
Yes.
and very exciting.
So for small caps, you don't pick just for the sake of being small, but you look for good businesses.
Good
with
businesses.
Good potential.
First, it's really, so we have five main factors that we look at. So first is industry.
Okay.
So, syempre, kailangan mo malaman yung industry. For example, ano yung playground mo?
Okay.
If I'm pizza, what are my competitors? So you have to know your industry and what's the growth potential of the industry. So, what we don't like now is mining and oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
For regulatory reasons.
Regulatory reasons, that's a big part of it, right? And then there are other potential side play, di ba?
Okay.
Yung mga tower companies,
Yes.
etc. And mga other telcos na nag-provide ng ibang services naman.
Okay.
But for us, how we think about this, we look at the incumbents muna,
Yeah.
di ba? And for the industry itself, what we think is, usually if there's a third player coming in an industry, margins will go down.
Yes, will go down.
Because competition will,
Yeah.
So for example, telcos in first quarter earnings, very good
Yes.
performance. That's why now it's coming back up, right?
Right.
So you're pretty good. At the same time, I think how you play the telcos, when you think the earnings are good, it's not yet priced in, you go long.
Okay.
But then when there's sentiment,
Big mo.
from the news-driven sentiment from like Miss Latel and
Yes.
whatever franchise, they're gonna get their franchise from NTC, then there might be some weakness.
Okay.
So it's like a sentiment play.
Yes.
And that's how you play. We have a list of things that we have to ask. First is parang, are they good to minority shareholders? Do they value minority shareholders?
So if they show up any signs that they're concerned about you, right? Ikaw ay
Yeah.
a small investor in a big company,
Yeah.
that's a plus for you.
Yeah. If you have preemptive rights, for example, if you have that, then that's a plus.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily a good management, but that's a plus for you.
Okay.
You give rights to your minority investors also. For example, magka-capital raise sila,
Yes.
stock rights, or for example, any types of equity raising.
Yes.
If walang preemptive rights, madadilute ka kapag owner ka.
Yes.
First is, what's the strategy?
Strategy.
And is there a drift in that strategy?
Yes.
Is it, for example, do you say it, what's your 5-year plan?
For
example.
For instance, pwede bang manyari, I'm a pizza company, so bigla akong nagbo-burger. That's bad, right? Or
Well,
bigla akong nag-property.
Yun yung
Yan,
mga...
medyo malayo. Right, okay, sige.
So bakit, di ba?
Okay.
Ano yung core competency ng management? Bakit mo hinahati yung focus mo to that core business to
Yes.
go something else?
Yeah.
Dividend policy.
Why
So
is it important for you?
Kasi theoretically, as an investor,
Paano
paano kumikita basically? So
Price
first is
increase, dividends.
capital dividends. If walang dividends, policy, bahala sila kung mag-declare sila o hindi.
Tama.
Pero kung may policies sila, may certainty ka na I'll receive
So it has to be a specific policy.
it
So
has to
they
be
can
in the
be-
FS.
Okay. That
That-
they're declaring X amount in dividends
per year.
Per year.
50% of retained
So that's a
earnings.
plus.
That's a plus.
That's a good management.
That's
for you.
that's a plus for management, yes.
Okay.
And then, for example, the management had some wrong calls. So it's not necessarily negative for very long, but you have to know the plan on how.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's if you look at management, ano ba yung ginawa niya? So may track record, and then yung gagawin niya.
Yes.
So the plan and the track record. So that's basically what we look at.
Okay. All right.
So management.
Okay.
And then third is growth. Important na. Earnings growth.
Yes, earnings growth.
For us, it's very important. Diba? Kasi
Yes.
why would you invest something that's not growing?
Ito yan. But pag small caps, you're focusing on earnings growth kaagad. Because most of these small caps, sometimes they're not yet profitable, right? Do you have an alternative?
Those small caps are kind of penny stocks, right? That kind
well, could be.
could be.
Could be.
Yeah.
So, but you're very strict on that. Talagang earnings growth yan, pare.
It's not necessarily strict per se. What we look at is, we have a scorecard.
Okay.
So, may mga weights yan.
Okay.
So, if for example, wala ka pang earnings growth,
Ah.
like what he said,
Yes.
tapos maganda lahat yung sa fact, maganda yung
Oo.
industry, maganda yung management.
Tsaka naiintindihan mo naman that it's only temporary. Like
Mhm.
siguro malaking outlay lang that they're paying so much
Mhm.
depreciation over, then
Mhm.
probably it's something you would consider
Ay,
also.
oh, for sure, di ba? So we look at that naman.
Yes.
Not kasi we look at future growth,
Mhm.
CAGR,
Yes.
EPS CAGR in 3 years.
Oo, yung kanilang compounded annual growth rate. Yung
Oo.
gaano sila lalaki. on a compounded
Mga ganyan.
basis. Ganyan.
Kasi you have to factor that in. Ano yung value ng company na to based on that.
Okay.
So that's earnings growth. And then may kung ano ba, recurring ba sila. And then fourth is valuation.
Mhm.
So to be a good investor who makes money,
Okay.
you don't only invest in high quality assets, on
Yes.
good businesses.
Yes.
Not only that,
Oh.
you have to invest or you have to buy it at the right price. For example, Jollibee.
No,
So let's use PE na lang muna.
Yeah.
So price to earnings. So how much do you pay per peso of earning?
Earnings,
Oh.
yes. In the Philippines, it's around 16 on average.
On the PSEI ngayon 16.5. So
Yes.
you pay 16 pesos per 1 peso of earnings
Yes.
sa index.
Oh.
But
But Jollibee,
so Jollibee 33, 30 plus,
Yeah,
diba?
right.
What you can do if you're gonna use the PE, relative valuation, is ano ba yung historical P niya?
Okay.
Saan ba siya nagtitrade in the past 10 years, 5 years?
Okay.
So ano yung average niya? At nasa na siya dun sa
Sa
spectrum
range na yun.
sa range na yun.
Okay.
If, for example, if you're gonna use lang our relative value as your decision point for saying, mura yan o hindi, kapag below sa average,
Mm.
medyo mura siya ngayon.
Oo.
Pwede kang mag-invest, tapos ang play mo is pupunta ka sa average.
Okay.
So magre-revert to the mean, parang babalik siya sa average.
Okay.
So isa yan.
Yeah. Okay. So, sige, yun na lang.
Yun na lang
So,
muna.
these are the things that you do for your small cap fund.
Yeah.
You're not investing in small caps with the hope of sana cross your fingers, sana umangat. You're looking for good businesses, and in the process that you mentioned kanina, you're looking for real businesses to invest in.
Yeah.
Na
At a good
hindi lang
price.
magandang business ngayon, but also good potential moving forward.
Thank you for watching. Like what you saw? Click the subscribe button and the notification bell to get updates on our new content. See you next time!